Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
Hi, welcome to the One Up Gaming Podcast. David here. This week you can have a chance to win the Evercade Interplay Collection 2. All you need to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a comment on any video that says Evercade for a chance to win this. With this game, you get a load of, the Mega Drive sort of games. So you get Claymates, Earthworm Jim 2, Clay Fighter 2, Prehistoric Man, Rad Gravity, and the Brainies, or the Braining. Is it Braining? I can't read it. But Evercade as a comment for a chance to win this cartridge. We also have, drop that down there, a t-shirt to give away. I think it's a large, and this t-shirt is from the old OUG team, and I'm just going to give it away. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave the comment t-shirt on any video for a chance to win this t-shirt. That, my friends, is the giveaway, so on with the show. And this is the One Up Gaming Podcast, episode 364 with me, David. And this is the games we've been playing this week. So first of all, Legend Ball. Now I've never heard of this. I got sent a code to do previews and bits and bobs, and I've played it. I guess the easiest way to say what this is, imagine the graphical style of a sensible soccer. So really small pixelated characters. Don't get me wrong, it's not like 8x8 pixels anymore. It's like really highly detailed sprite-based pixel work. Looks gorgeous, and it is a bit more violent, a bit more gruesome. I was going to say rugby, but it's not. It's American football. It looks good, it plays good. I really enjoyed everything about it. The one thing I didn't like was when you're trying to kick a field goal, the meter was a bit weird and I couldn't quite get the hang of it. I guess that's another thing that I'll have to put more time into and have a go at. But I loved the graphical style, the gameplay was good, it played well, it looked nice. So, Legend Ball, give it a go. I believe it's available now to buy. It's quite cheap, it's a nice little game. Next up is Darkest Dungeon. Now this one I've never heard of, but my mate at work advised me to play it. So I downloaded it. It's on the Xbox Game Pass thing. So I downloaded it, gave it a quick go. It's very minimalist in the graphical style. Very sort of hand-drawn 2D sprites that you are and you talk to other people. When you're within the game, it is little tiny squares and you have to try and get to the exit, and then there's people that attack you. Then it's just like turn-based strategy sort of stuff. It's bloody hard, but once you get it, it is an amazing little game. It really is fun. It's one more go-ish. It's just trying to beat the next level. It's great. I loved what I played. There's Darkest Dungeon 2, which is either out or coming out soon. So you might want to just hold fire, and unless it's a couple of quid. But you might as well wait for the sequel and see how that one does in the reviews. Because if it's anything like this one, it'll be a proper little indie darling, and it'll be a good game to buy. So the next game that we played this week is called Echo Blade. Now this one, imagine Daredevil the game, but set in the ye olde times with swords and axes and things like that. You are a prisoner that is blind, that the guard says, haha, you'll never get out of here, I'll even open the door for you. And when you walk, you make noise, and it's like an echolocation sort of thing, where every time there's noise made, you can see a small field of the black and white world. Whenever there's an enemy walking along, you can see where they're walking with their footsteps on the floor. It's got an amazing sort of art style. It's very minimalist. It's very much amazing that you can actually play this game and get anywhere in it, because when there's no sound, There is nothing, it's just a black screen. When enemies hit you, the screen flashes red. When traps go off in the background, it flashes red, so you know there's something there. And when you attack or when you jump, you create a bigger noise, and it creates like a bigger field of view of where you are and what's happening. But that also attracts more guards and more people to your location. It's a very much like a Souls-like sort of game. Attack, dodge, move. But with it being a budget game, it doesn't have the flow and feel of a Souls sort of game. But with the novelty of the view that you are faced with, I believe it's in a really good little game. And if you like hard to play sort of games, hard to master, I would recommend Echo Blade. It's a good game, and it's available for like PS5, Xbox, and all that kind of stuff. The next game, which I'm not going to talk about much, is Wobble Dogs. And now, Wobble Dogs is a game I got sent to review. I've reviewed it. It's like a little kindergarten creche thing, but with dogs. But they're not dogs, they're like cubes and weirdness. And you can breed these dogs, get different shapes and different patterns. And you feed them, you train them, you get them to roll over, you get them to like you, all that kind of stuff. It's bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Just take a look at the trailer. Graphics are very bright, very colourful, but also very minimalist. I guess this is we should call this the minimalist podcast, because every game that I've played so far has a very minimalist sort of style of game, which, I guess that's where I was going this week. I must have bought a load of games on sale, and that's where all my budget went this week. But yeah, Wobble Dogs, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not fun. It's just something to do. But then again, I don't like Animal Crossing. I didn't like a lot of the other pet sim breeding games that are that are available. I just find them very annoying and very simple. But next up, Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara. Now this one is a 3D platform sort of game, more of a top-down view sort of game, and it's very much a kiddies sort of game, kind of like a Zelda-ish. You go around and get coins and get like things. You have to then explore the world in a boat, and you get more pieces of the map to unlock more of the world. It was adequate, but for me, I got bored really quickly. The combat, the mechanic, the movements just didn't feel tight enough for me. And I would recommend, if you've got young kids, 5 to 10, then they might get enjoyment out of the little pirate, the little cartoon. I don't know if this is based on a cartoon series, because it had like a lot of animation at the beginning. I guess it might be, but I don't know. It's the wrong age bracket for me to know what the hell's going on. But it's an adequate game if they are into that franchise, if it is a franchise. Yeah. Next up, Off-Road Racing Buggy Cross ATV Cross Moto. Now this is another one of those games, like the ATV, like, what is it, the ATV Live, whatever the hell it was called, MX Live or whatever, where you actually can have a four-wheeled buggy car thing driving around, an ATV bike driving around, or a proper motorbike. It's very, very budget and looks ropey as hell, and it's not the best, but as a really, really cheap budget game, it plays okay, it looks okay. It just doesn't have the detailed graphics. It looks like a PS2 game, upshined, so like very flat shaded polygon look to the game world, very bold colours, very vibrant. And yeah, if it's a few quid, it's probably alright. If not, the last game that I played this week, Orbit Industries. This is one of the only games in a very, very long time, even reading the instructions and it talking me through the opening level of the game, I got stuck and could not get past the training level of the game. It was absolutely crazy how hard, how random you have to go to certain menu, certain level, certain... It's all drop-down boxes, like scroll wheels and all this. And it was saying, go to that screen, go to that screen, go to here, do that, go here, do that. I could not work this bloody game out. I'd have a guess, similar to a strategy sort of game, building spaceships and things. But I got stuck and I just couldn't play it. So, if you are brainy, and when I say brainy, I mean more than a fish, because I am a stupid person, I could not play this. You might get a better look out of it. Look at the trailer, see if it's something that you fancy. That's the games we've been playing this week, but as always, we have the UK Top 40s video on Monday, we have the Boost Road video on a Tuesday, we have the Witch's Best videos on a Wednesday, we have the Retro Thursdays, we have the podcast on every Friday, and the games played this week on a Saturday, and the weekly news on a Sunday. So that's what we've been doing this week, so thank you for watching. We'll be back with this week's news.